Hey, what do guys? So, by the title, you can see that I'm gonna do something a little bit different here, and it's something that might be a little bit heavy. So again, viewer discretion advised. Also, let me also just say I am not a subject matter expert, so don't get me on that. And as well, this is my thoughts and views. This is not the views of the Air Force or the DoD. So just covering my bases out there. And yeah, again, I just want to do something about putting out my thoughts and my commentary and creating a dialogue, a conversation on my YouTube, right? And so, yeah. So, Business Insider, along with Air Force Times, had put out an article this past week saying the suicide rates in the Air Force has spiked this year. And I've seen other people post this and all this stuff, and I just wanted to shed light on it, I guess. More so because other people are passionate, and I feel like I can use my YouTube and talk about this, right? Because I do want to talk about like culture and purpose, right? And so I did a YouTube search on this, and there wasn't a lot on YouTube, right? Like there are videos out there, but some of them are like 4 or 5 years, 6 years old, and while it's great to have information out there, I don't feel like a lot of people are talking about this, right? And maybe that's a good thing. Maybe it's a good thing that it's not highly searched or something. But I feel like the things that are out there, like this video, great informational videos, awesome. But I feel like they're too polished, you know? I feel like they're so polished. It's almost kind of like a G.I. Joe type thing, like, and knowing is half the battle. And it's not a conversation, you know, and I want people to look this up and pretty much put in the comments below, like, yeah, I have these issues, and just have a conversation versus something so educational. Again, that information is good to put out there, but I just feel like it just doesn't give a better outlet for people to talk openly, you know, versus me talking to you. Hopefully you're more willing to talk to me because as a YouTuber or a person, like, hey, maybe I should get some more info out there. So, and that's just me putting this video out there. And so again, I'm not pointing fingers or anything about how the Air Force does things, but I just want to use my platform, if I'm being serious about this, and really want to talk about something that affects a lot of people, right? And that's kind of like where I want to do this video, okay? So I'll probably do a separate video about resiliency and the 4 pillars, social, spiritual, mental, and physical, right? And how I deal with resiliency, right? And that's actually something that I kind of want to do, right? I asked my unit if I could be an RTA, resiliency trainer, and so we'll see how that works. And so I'm going to reserve that for another video, and I just want to use this video kind of just as a starting point, right? And really talk about what other people have mentioned on Facebook, because a lot of people are saying we don't need more training, all this stuff, right? Like we have annual training. It's more about just becoming better supervisors, right? And all that. And again, I'm not pushing like this, hey, this is the one solution, and I'm sure like everyone else out there could be in the same, could agree that, you know, we can't stop suicides 100%. We can only provide knowledge and how to build resiliency so that you can have those skills, so that if you are in a dark place, maybe you can get those answers and help and skills to bounce back, right? And so I think that's the major factor with this. So yeah, what I want to do now is go on Facebook and on like Air Force Nation, that like page, whatever. I want to share what other people have talked about. More so because I feel like these comments are just going to, like, that particular post is going to just be drowned away after a week, right? It's going to be forgotten. But my hopes is that me putting it on my YouTube, other people, these words can resonate more, you know, like hopefully the Air Force could look at this and like learn like what is happening in 2019, because I have seen other folks post that like suicide rates had gone down, and all of a sudden they're spiked up, and like sure there's factors in all of these, but and then again you can't prevent it 100%, but again, what I would like to do is again make a conversation, like how, what are people saying out there, right? In August 2019, right? And so it kind of like one of the kind of hits home just because my cousin actually posted his views on it. He recently got out and everything. So obviously I don't want to mention who it is, but I'll just put down what he mentioned. So he put down, honestly, your people are your best asset. So how about taking care of them? How about listening when they are struggling? Every training I went to said, look for the warning signs, but holy shit, I made it easy and literally and went straight to, I need help. I don't know how much longer I can do this. Stop telling your people you can go, you gotta push through it. Because after 4 straight years of my 6-year enlistment, it gets tiring, and I was lucky to have been able to hold out that long. It got too far close, right? Having my commander tell me that my mood is something that I have a choice to control, while having to take several pills a day to get myself on the same normal level as everyone else, doesn't help either. Guess I chose to suffer the way I did because I wanted to. I'm out now, but please take care of your people that are still in. You have some extremely talented people with amazing potential, and all of them want all that some of them want is for you to have their back when they need it. You're losing individual who literally sign up to die for you, and the least you can do is make that choice bearable. Again, that was from my cousin. I didn't know too much. I know like I know he was like struggling. We didn't talk hella about it, and so yeah, all I know is that in his particular situation, the Air Force was not a blessing, right? Let's just put it out there. For me, like, it has been, you know. So another one is from a person named Claire. The Air Force doesn't need any more training. We need frontline supervisors to care enough to know their airmen. Supervisors truly need to make an investment because a positive impact and feeling supported can make or break an airman. Was grateful to have 2-3 supervisors that showed they cared by being honest. I also believe some career fairs may be more overwhelmed than others. One example of what supervisors should not be doing is supervising 16 airmen. Supervising that many airmen is tough to make real connections, and I agree. Supervising that many airmen, like, obviously you can't connect to 100%, and that's another thing. Like, some people as individuals, right? Like, I'm a very conscientious person. Like, so empathy is not my stronger factors, and I deal with problems a lot differently, solving problems a lot differently than other people, right? So when I need a problem solved, I just need solutions ASAP. You know, if I'm overstressed, I need A, B, C, D. I need a game plan. I need logistics. I need everything to make this solve my problems. Other people are not systematic like that. Not to say that's a bad or good thing. Like, they just have more emotional intelligence or something. You know, like they just work out problems differently, right? And so it's hard to, like, for me, like, if someone is very empathetic, you know, like, I'm still learning skills to help and be more, not say approachable, because I'm pretty sure I am approachable, but to be more understanding, I guess, you know? And so, like, what I'm saying is a lot of people, as supervisors, as NCOs, as like, airmen, right? We all have different capabilities, right? And how we deal with problems and how other people. So it's a learning process, I guess, for everyone, right? And so just because I'm a very Slytherin C gold type person, I should work on empathy for those instances where I do have that, where I do need to work on that, right? And again, this. I want to preface again, this is just dialogue, right? This isn't, I'm not trying to put out this video for solutions. This is just one instance so that I can just have a dialogue, right? And so don't think, if you're watching this, like, so what's the end game here? So yeah, I'm just again, just saying what people have mentioned already. And if you want to chime in your comments below, please. Like, this is what I'm trying to do this video for. So here's another one by Kathleen. My experience as a leader and basically being told I'm too soft on people tells me a lot. I get that we're the military, but why is it frowned upon to be empathetic and understanding? As a researcher of suicide, feeling like you're a burden is one of the greatest risk factors for suicide, along with feeling like you don't belong or fit in with society. Changes need to happen or it's going to get worse. And this includes the biggest factor, which is feeling you're not alone. With the biggest factor, which I don't know. We need to look for each other and not just for ourselves. Again, like I agree. Like I was just saying, like I'm very a systematic person, and so when we do have empathetic people in our units, it should be a good thing, right? Like that they could be, if I can't be the one that could help you, at least I can maybe direct you to someone who can. And that's always the thing, like, you know, if you're having issues, at least I can bring you to the chaplain, or I can bring you to someone who is RTA trained or whatever. And so yeah, some of these posts are not very helpful. Like some people are like, these stand downs do absolutely nothing. Like, okay, well, thanks for not being helpful. Again, this one is being sarcastic again. So, yes, just what we need, a full day of group activities and PowerPoints, that'll do it. And, well, they go into, okay, this is better. Like the person talks a little bit more, and then actually offers solutions. So that's good. Like you're not just complaining. I mean, the person continues. If there's one big thing we need to do to reduce stress, it's manning. But that answer is ignored due to impossibility of getting it. I understand the impossibility, but that doesn't invalidate the response. Okay, yeah, sure. I mean, coming from the pay rock, I know we had a lot of issues with our manning, right? Just because a lot of people were assing out and leaving and then coming in. And so there was a time where we could not leave because there had to be 2 people on shift, and then we had 0 people that we just only had 2 people on shift or whatever. So yeah, I understand that could be tough and a struggle. I'll probably just read one more. Let me just see if I can find one more that's good. So I'll just probably read one more and then close it out with more thoughts and comments. And so this person, James, I was almost one of those statistics. Thanksgiving Day, going through a divorce, 22-year-old, far away from family. No one invited me over. No one cared. Totally sadness. Quotes or parentheses in my mind at the time. So I mean, definitely, like one thing overseas that was emphasized is that make sure that everyone was being taken care of, having Thanksgiving or Christmas or something, that they are being in a social environment. And so yeah, I mean, here in Vegas, it's not much of an issue, especially for me, because I usually just drive home for the holidays. But it's definitely something that we should always ask our members, even in Vegas, whatever, that, you know, make sure that you are with your family and that you have a social fabric. And of course, this all goes into the factors of resiliency, the pillars, you know, like social, spiritual, physical and mental, right? And so, okay, so wrapping it up, again, I just wanted to make this video so that it is an outlet for people to talk to, right? And really for me to just have a starting point for the next video when I talk about how I deal with resiliency. And I just wanted to touch upon like what is going on in the Air Force and just bringing more light into this conversation, right? I'm sure it's going to be more, there's going to be more things ahead, as far as what's going to go on and having standout days. But again, I just wanted this video just as a starting off point with that. And so if you yourself is having trouble, like definitely go to your supervisors, go to a chaplain, go to your resiliency trainer, and see how you can get help. And you know, I can't promise anything, of course, but hopefully you do find that help that you can get. And then for everyone else that's watching this video, I'll wrap it up something that I learned from church this past weekend, and it was be the answer to other people's prayers, right? And I understand not everyone's religious, but you can still be the answer to someone else's problems, right? And so just as we as NCOs, or we as airmen, big A airmen, you know, we should look out for each other. And so definitely that it's nothing easy, right? It's nothing easy to extend your hand, but I guess it doesn't hurt to be kind. I guess it doesn't hurt to ask people around. Like sometimes I guess people roll their eyes and like saying how's your day, but do it anyway, right? Like it doesn't hurt to be kind. It doesn't hurt to be helpful. It doesn't hurt to be optimistic and a positive vibe. Maybe that may be a good thing for everyone. So definitely, yeah, there's no like 100% solutions. This is what you need to do to fix the problems, right? And so individually we can build our own resilience, but at least within each other, we can help out each other by answering each other's like prayers and problems. So I wrap it up there. So thanks for watching. If you do want to follow me on my Instagram, it's Hey Mitch Mitch. You can follow my channel where I do other entertainment movie reviews, as well as talking about military culture, purpose, and everything. And so follow my channel, and also my joint channel, It's Mandatory Fun. So thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. Catch you in the next video. So peace.